After that, Lipping informs Elizabeth that he plans to go out and practice a bit with Alpha, and asks if it will be alright. However, he reflects that during her period, her emotions intensify, and everything she sees annoys her. He believes that the best option is to disappear voluntarily for a while. Upon learning that he is going out, the Queen responds indifferently, whatever, making it clear that she has little interest in his activities. Lipping heads to the place where he left Alpha, but he can't find him and wonders where he might be. However, he remembers that lately, Alpha has always been with Wan Kai and thinks they probably went out for a walk. Meanwhile, both are walking through the fields, and the Holy Sword complains about the noise. He observes the dog and comments that the frequency of that strange sound is increasing. The little dog asks what sound, adding that if he doesn't hear it, he might just be looking for an excuse to slack off. The young man replies that he hasn't heard anything beyond a constant buzzing next to his ear, which is driving him crazy and preventing him from sleeping. He confesses that it is extremely annoying. However, the little dog goes on alert and warns of a suspicious sound 3 kilometers away. At that moment, a woman appears, desperately fleeing from 2 huge goblins, screaming for help. But her expression quickly changes. She is Rusbed, one of the 6 demonic pillars. As she observes the place, she thinks she never imagined obtaining such shocking information. Now she knows the secret location of the Demon Queen's refuge and the legendary hero. Everything is going according to her plan. Rusbed recalls the pact she made with a certain man. He will help her eliminate the person who occupies the Malfoy's thoughts, the legendary Demon Queen, Elizabeth. She then reflects that Azathoth is apparently the co-founder of the Dark Guild, along with Lord Alpha, and undoubtedly holds numerous hidden secrets of Lord Malfoy. Although she is unaware of the exact origin of that dark sea from another universe, the fact that it could instantly elevate her to the level of Demon King proves that her power surpasses that of Lord Malfoy. However, Azathoth's relationship with Malfoy does not concern her. She will collaborate with whoever offers her benefits, as she sees conflicts among the powerful as her opportunity to gain more rewards. After all, her unique charm ability allows her to face tigers and wolves, capable of subverting the most powerful. This is, in fact, the main reason why Azathoth wishes to work with her. Despite being aware that she cannot rival Elizabeth, her situation is made easier by the fact that the legendary hero is a man. What she doesn't perceive is that a missile is heading directly towards her, more precisely towards where the large goblins that had been hit by the missile were, leaving her paralyzed by the explosion. Dazed, she turns around and asks what is happening. Upon observing the hole left by the explosion, Rusbed reflects that those 2 savage goblins were imbued with dark gear and possessed power equivalent to that of a demon king. They were not only there to pretend to attack her, but also to hunt Elizabeth. Intrigued, she wonders what kind of attack could cause such destruction. Suddenly, she senses a threatening presence, as if she is about to be shot. Then, she discovers that multiple weapons are aimed at her. Wan Kai, in a challenging tone, asks her who she is and what her purpose is. She tries to articulate some words, but unsuccessfully. She perceives that those threatening weapons immobilize her and prevent her from speaking, and she wonders if she will be eliminated on the spot. Alpha, noticing this situation, turns to the little dog who is intimidating the young woman and comments that she is clearly just a poor girl being chased by magical beings. Then, Alpha introduces himself as the legendary Holy Sword. The little dog asks for silence and not to reveal information about his master. He also promises to be the first to speak, but only after carefully analyzing the suspicious person. Then he extends a robotic hand towards her, and the woman, intrigued, wonders if he is a monster or some kind of artifact. In the end, she realizes she cannot identify what or who he is. Wan Kai starts scanning her, and the woman feels that her body is being examined. She thinks that if they discover her secret, her fate could be elimination. To prevent this, she decides to take the initiative and attack first. activating her power, Fatal Attraction. This power plunges Alpha into a trance, in which his eyes reflect the emerge of a legendary hero. Transported to a dream world, the hero asks him what he is thinking. In the next scene, they are both fighting together against monsters, while Alpha teaches the hero new combat techniques. After numerous battles, the two embark on a journey to the Demon Continent to confront the Demon Queen. In this dream world, the two manage to defeat the Demon Queen. The hero raises his sword in a sign of victory and, grateful, asks Alpha to guide him whenever he feels lost or confused, acknowledging him as his faithful companion. Back in the real world, Alpha starts laughing and asks his companion why he is being so formal. He reminds him that, thanks to the connection they share, he doesn't need to address him so politely. On the other hand, he seems to be immersed in a dream world as well, where he runs and plays joyfully through the fields alongside his owner, enjoying all forms of fun possible. Meanwhile, Leping ignores the queen, allowing the little dog to receive all of the hero's attention, who confesses to being in love with his faithful companion. Ruzabed's attack causes the dog's weapons to lower. Seeing this, Ruzabed reveals that her attack is irresistible to anyone who harbors a desire, stating that no one can resist her seduction, no matter how powerful they are. However, Ruzabed is unaware of what Wankai truly is. He begins to alert about the detection of a virus invasion and initiates a thorough scan of all systems and software. After a brief analysis, he locates the virus's position and begins the elimination process. Finally, Wankai announces that the elimination has been completed and initiates the installation of a security patch. Upon finishing, he declares that the vulnerability patch has been successful. Wankai's weapons activate again, aiming at the woman who attacked him. Confused, she wonders how her seduction technique could have failed against him. Wankai responds by questioning her identity and the reason for her intrusion into his system. He adds that although she does not represent a clear threat, her intentions are ambiguous, so he has decided that the best course of action is to eliminate. Upon hearing this, the woman, visibly concerned, wonders if this could be an enchantment spell from a demon king, as he has undone her magic. She confesses that she doesn't understand, as according to legends, Elizabeth was never described as a strong demon king. Just then, Leping shouts the names of his companions, finally relieved to have found them. Meanwhile, Wankai begins to lower his weapons, and upon recognizing his master, he steps back, barking excitedly. The woman notices how the little dog backs away and then watches as he joyfully jumps towards Leping. He comments that he heard a noise in that direction and feels relieved to have found. Ruzabed looks at him and reflects that there is no need to guess, considering Leping to be the legendary hero. Although she perceives him as an ordinary man, the dog shows a remarkable interest in him. At that moment, she thinks that his plan could still go ahead. Leping's presence could be very useful for her, so she decides to approach him and try to charm him with her beauty. He seems distracted, so she offers him a pleasant smile and asks if he is okay. Leping, surprised, stares at her and reacts nervously, asking what she wants from him. Ruzabed introduces herself as Ruzabed and adds that she is an admirer. Leping, perplexed, thinks that there must be some trick behind her charm. However, he realizes that he is being admired for something he does not fully comprehend, which makes him feel uneasy. Ruzabed, noticing his discomfort, tries to be more understanding. Leping affirms that he is perfectly fine and asks her again why she approached him. Ruzabed pretends to blush and confesses that she has always wanted to meet the legend. Leping can't help but feel that there is something peculiar about her. Suddenly, he feels the urge to run away, but he fights it and remains firm. In the end, he decides to accept her request to join them and tells her that while he appreciates the offer, he will first need to assess their abilities. This further infuriates the queen. Leping, holding her in his arms, and knowing her name, asks if she feels any discomfort. Ruzbed replies that she still feels a little dizzy and just needs to rest. The entire scene is watched by Elizabeth, who, with a look of discontent, cannot believe what she is seeing, especially when the hero places the Walkman on the same sofa as her. Elizabeth grimaces, trying to catch Lepping's attention, but he doesn't notice her. Then, he asks Ruzbed to rest for a moment on the sofa while he goes to prepare her a cup of tea. Thank you for joining me this far. If you enjoyed the video, I invite you to like and subscribe for more content. I would also love to read your comments. That's all for now. See you the next time.